So again, we're doing possibly inverse variation here. So let's see. 4 groundskeepers take 49 hours to prep a golf course for a tournament. How long would it take 7 groundskeepers to prepare the golf course? So notice that if you increase the manpower, the time it takes should actually decrease. So it should be under 49 hours is what I'm thinking. So again, this is what we describe as inverse variation. So when two quantities are very inversely, one quantity is increasing while the other is decreasing, and we're kind of picking up on this as well. Or the other way around, if one decreases, the other is increasing. So there's this inverse thing. As we said, if the manpower of a job increases, the length of the time of the job should decrease. So on this one here, since we are increasing the manpower, this time should actually go down. So again, we want to establish two pairs of related data. So what I'm picking up on is the 4 groundskeepers. It takes them, was it 49 hours to do the work to prepare for a golf course tournament? And then how long would it take 7 groundskeepers? So we have 7 groundskeepers, but we don't know how many hours it takes them. So that's our related data. So the unknown fact there is how many hours it takes for 7 groundskeepers to complete the preparations. Now, since this is inverse, like I said, these, when I write the proportion, they can't be straight across from each other. So the 4 and the 49 have to be actually diagonal of each other, and the 7 and the X have to be diagonal of each other, like that. So again, what I typically do is just put the 4 over 7 on one side, and then the other side, you just flip it over. And now you've got the diagonals that we need. So that's how you can set up an inverse variation problem. Again, the strategy is the diagonal numbers get multiplied together in proportion math, and then the remaining number is the one you divide by. So that's the math that you can just use a calculator for. So let's see where this takes us. So 49 times the 4, get that answer, and then divide that by 7. It gives us 28 hours. So 28 hours is what we're kind of picking up on. So 28 hours to prepare golf course would be the interpretation. Does that make sense? So if I increase the manpower, should the time go down? Yeah. So notice that, if this was 8, that would be like double. So that means this should be cut in half. So this would be close to like 50, and half of 50 would be like 25. And that's kind of what we're seeing is something close to 25. So if this is doubled, then this goes the other direction. The time is actually cut in half in that sense. So we are seeing that as an estimation. So again, I'm feeling pretty good that the 28 hours for 7 groundskeepers is correct.